Okay, I know vultures aren't the most adorable birds on the block, and that they eat dead animals. But these misunderstood creatures are actually biological marvels. Winged superheroes that swoop down out of the clouds to protect us from all kinds of terrible things. So just settle down for a few minutes, and I'll show you why. From God's perspective, beauty is much, much more than skin deep. In a world that celebrates bright colors and photogenic faces, don't let those beady eyes, bent beaks, and long necks scare you away. You see, every one of these gloomy-looking raptors is exquisitely designed to help protect the critical balance of life as we know it on planet Earth. Let's take a quick trip to East Africa for a closer look at what vultures do and why they're so important. Every year, the sprawling Serengeti Plain is the site of the world's largest mammal migration. Traveling in an 800-mile loop that extends from northern Tanzania to southwestern Kenya, more than 2 million wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles face what is truly a life-or-death struggle for survival. The casualties are enormous. Annually, 250,000 wildebeest alone can die during the journey. If left to slowly decompose, the spread of disease and death to all life in the region could be catastrophic. But in the midst of the carnage, an avian cleanup crew is ready for action. And each member is prepared to safely remove a load of hazardous waste, including deadly poisons that accumulate as the carcasses decay. Vultures are social creatures, and when feeding, dozens of birds can team up to completely devour an adult zebra or antelope in less than an hour. Their large feet and strong legs enable them to run, hop, and push themselves right into the middle of the lunchtime frenzy. And as they gorge, their long, flexible necks and sharp-hooked beaks are perfect instruments for consuming the mammal's internal organs. Now, a flock's quick disposal of a dead wildebeest is impressive, but it's in the bird's ability to survive the toxic bacteria and lethal poisons they consume where extraordinary chemistry takes center stage. The vulture's digestive system is unparalleled in the natural world. Inside of its gizzard, the strongest stomach acid in the animal kingdom is manufactured and stored. These chemicals are more corrosive than the acid in your car battery, and without harming the bird, they dissolve and destroy deadly pathogens, including anthrax, tuberculosis, botulism, cholera, and rabies, that are often transferred from the bodies of dead animals. So when these guys devour the carcass of a zebra or gazelle, they're actually protecting the wildlife, domestic livestock, and human beings living in the area. Then, when their dangerous, dirty jobs are done for the day, they all head down to the local watering hole for a much-deserved bath. There are 23 different species of vultures in the world, and each is a scavenger on an endless search for the decaying flesh of dead animals. To succeed, these gifted raptors scour vast and diverse expanses of land. From a mountain gorge in southern Russia to the Andes range of South America, and that means countless hours spent miles above the earth. So regardless of how you may feel about their physical appearance, food preferences, or table manners, there's no debate about a vulture's proficiency in the air. These majestic birds are aerodynamically designed to expend minimal energy during flight. This Andean condor can surf on air currents for 100 miles without once flapping its wings. And speaking of wings, in some species, they measure 10 feet across, a design element that translates into incredible lift. A Rappel Griffin vulture holds the world's avian altitude record, reaching an elevation of more than 37,000 feet. That's higher than many aircraft. Vulture wings are built for soaring, not flapping, and hundreds of contour feathers create a streamlined aerodynamic surface that's perfect for reducing drag, and a key to gliding so effortlessly. These attributes are displayed in a system of thermals, large warm updrafts of air that form as temperatures climb between sunrise and late afternoon. Here, the birds are lifted quickly and easily as a network of muscles holds their wings fully extended for hours at a time. Computer models now reveal more about a thermal's physical properties and how these rising air currents enable vultures to focus their full attention on the ground below during their extended searches for food. Their stabilized heads and excellent vision enable some species to spot a 3-foot carcass on an open plain 4 miles away. Each column of air is like an elevator to the skies, gently lifting the hunter to an optimal vantage point. When one thermal weakens, the bird continues surveillance by gliding down and over to catch an adjacent updraft that forms nearby. This cycle of moving from one thermal to the next is repeated until the air cools late in the day. In 1832, Charles Darwin had his first encounter with a turkey vulture during an expedition to South America. Later, he described them in his journal as disgusting birds with bald scarlet heads formed to revel in putridity. Unfortunately, Darwin's less than flattering opinion still lingers today. Yet, the more we learn about a vulture's biology, behavior, and sheer wonder in the air, the more we'll recognize and appreciate their crucial roles in keeping huge ecosystems healthy by preventing widespread epidemic and death. They are virtues that are celebrated in the bird's scientific name, Cathartes aura, the cleansing breeze. But beyond their importance to the environment, there's another reason they are worthy of our admiration. If we can just look past all of the familiar cliches, vultures will inspire a genuine sense of wonder and awe for the God who created them. So let's consider these magnificent animals as fellow passengers aboard a planet that's bursting with evidence of purpose and design, and then treasure every detail of the journey.